Okay, we're going to finish up and we're going to start where we would have ended. It's easy to start there. You can do it where you ended off, but for me, I just find it too hard. Because even this isn't really that easy. Okay. Crisscross your wire. Bring it down. Give it a tug and bring it, the big wire up. Now what we're going to do with this little one is we're going to cut the tail and then you're going to push on it and check, make sure it's strong enough, which it is. So basically I pinch. Okay, next I did cut this wire long, but I'm not going to take a chance on making another mistake on this one. Okay, slide your wire, which doesn't want to go. Start with a little bead or whatever is going to fit in where you decide to start your project. Take a look at it. Let's start about here. Wrap it around the top. This is going to be on the front row. Bring it up with a little push and wrap it down. Don't pull it through your hoop yet because you're going to put one on the back row. Okay, get it in place. Bring it up. 3. Wrap it once. Bring it through. Now you're going to put one for your top row. I'm going to use a bigger bead. It'll fit instead of 2 small ones. We'll see if this one will work. If it's too big, I'm going to take it off. That works. I'm trying to keep in focus here for you. Actually, what did I do on the other side? I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to leave it. Sorry. I think you'll find yourself doing that as well. If it doesn't look right, then just take it off. Okay, I'm going to do 2 small. Okay, I like that better. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yep, through your hoop. Wrap it once. I don't like that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start this over again. I'm just going to rethink a bead. I'm going to leave it just like that because I'm thinking about that too hard. It's not worth it. Okay. Now you get the 2 wires on the top, bring it through. Going to do our bottom row. I think I'm going to use a medium bead because we've moved a little bit. Okay, same thing, wrap it around twice in between the two hoops. There's one, put your wire over, and then do it again. I'm having a very hard time in this work area. Oh, see, told you. Okay, now that I've knocked you around, okay. Front row. And get a bead and try this one. Bring it through. That's not good. Got a little kink. Okay. And wrap it down for your back row. I've been using the wrong size. I have been. That one's too big right there. I'm gonna leave it. I should have been better prepared. It'll move along quicker, I promise. Once we get past this, bring it around, through your hoop, and up. Next row is the front. I'm going to put a small one. Let's see. Yeah, too small would have looked better right there. That's okay. They still fit. It'll look good. And wrap it around again. Now we're on the back row. Keep it in the back. And I started off with the small one. There's a small one here. I'm going to put a medium. No, I'm going to do another small. You know what I've done in the past is load my wire. It's a little tricky as I get into the higher area. Sometimes I can just judge because sometimes you put the same size beads on the back row as the front row. And honestly, for me, everything when I make these works easier when I'm at the table working off my lap. But my goal here is just to show you that you can do this. It's really not that hard. It's just a little tricky sometimes. Okay, now we're gonna, that's the back row. We got two. We had two right in the front row. Gonna wrap it around once through the hoop. Slide it over. And now we're gonna do, wrap it one more time. No, not, that's, oh, that is two. Okay, you have to have two. Now we're gonna go to the back row. We're gonna use the first bead. Okay, I'm gonna put a medium bead there. It looks so cloudy because I'm so hot that my hands are clouding up the beads. It fit real good, perfect. Wrap it around once, with just a little tug over. Again, careful your wire doesn't whack you in the face. I should have pulled it through the first time. Make it harder for myself. Okay. Now, there's one. We wrapped it. Second one. We wrap it once. We have two on the two wires. Right here. Got two. And now we're going to do our front row. Our back row, we have a medium and a small. So my first bead is going to set next to this one. I don't want to put a medium. I'm going to put the small there. It'll fit better. Okay. I don't think that's the right size. I think I'm going to need another medium, or am I going to leave it? I'm going to try a little bead, and if it doesn't set in place, I'm just going to maybe leave it or put a little bit of a bigger bead. Sometimes you're just not going to get it, and it's going to have a space, but it doesn't matter. Okay. With it or without? Yeah. I'm going to leave it. I think. Yeah, I'll leave it. Bring the wire in between the hoop. Give it a little tug. Push down on it and bring it back. Now we're going to do the back row. Okay, so the front row had a small, a medium, and a small. I want to end with a medium, so I'm going to put two smalls first and put the medium on top so it's next to a small. You can do it any way you want, just as long as it fits. I'm having a hard time picking these up. Okay, let's see. And we need the medium. don't know if I like it. It'll work. If not, I have to take off both rows, and I don't feel like it. Okay, let's see what I got here. Front, back. What did I do? Okay, now it's in the front. I'm going to start off with a bigger bead to go next to the small one. I'm going to put a small. I'll try this. I'm going to add another one. I don't think I'm going to need it, but I'd rather slide it off than have to keep putting it down. Okay. The little one doesn't fit, which is fine. Just slide it off. Okay, now bring the wire up. A little slide. And then bring it back. Now you're doing your back row. And we'll start with something small right there. See if this works. Probably need another bead, but maybe not. I'm going to take off the small, and I'm going to put a big bead. I think this one here will work better. Okay, that works. Hold on to your work. Put your wire through the two hoops, bring it out, wrap it over. Now we're doing your front row. Okay, first bead on the last row. Okay, we're going to put a bigger bead. Let me try this one. I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Might be too big. It works. Bring your wire under, through your hoop, through the in between the space of the two hoops. Slide it over a little bit. Bring it down. Bring it up. Now you're ready for your back row. The front row is here. So on this row, I did a small, medium, and large bead. So I'm going to start with the small. It'll fit better next to that first bead that I put that was big. I'll find a round one. Okay. Oh, come on. let's see what we have here. Does it fit? It works. Bring your wire in between the two hoops, pull it through, and wrap it over. Should be on the top. We're doing the front row now. Okay, we're going to start with the small. Take this one. Then we're going to do a medium. And then we'll do a bigger one. This is where it starts to increase, so either this will fit or I'll have to put a small. And we're going to leave it just like that. Can you see it? It fits really good. Okay. Hold it. Support your work or you'll lose beads. I've done this. Okay. Bring it in between the two hoops. Slide it over, give it a little tug. Put it down through, behind, back row. Okay, we're going to start with a small bead. If I can pick it up. And I'll do a medium. We'll do a bigger one. We'll see how that works. And we need to add a small. I need to cut this wire. It's getting bent. Okay. Let's get the small bead. I do have the bridle. I don't know how to say it. It's like a triangle shaped bead. They're easier, but I like the round ones. This one here, I'll show you. This is the triangle shape. This is a rondelette. This one here. It's very easy to see where the hole is because it's the shape of the bead. Anyway, back to this. And that extra one is not good. So that was not going to fit. Okay, bring it through. You have two. And then we'll wrap it over. We're going to start the front row. We're going to start with the bigger bead because that one has a little one. And then we're going to use a small. Slide it up. See how it looks. And we put, if I put another, excuse me, if I put another one of these, it's going to be too much of a space. So I'm going to put a medium. I'll probably end it with a small. Yeah. Oh, come on. Sorry. Should get my other glasses. Come on now. That works. Bring it behind, through, up. Give it a little tug. Bring it down. Now this is your back row. Again, here I started with a really small bead, so I'll put something bigger. This might be too big, but I'm gonna try. We'll see. I'm gonna put a small bead. This is a triangle. Bridlet, whatever it's called. You know, if you have questions or comments, I'll be more than glad to answer anything that I can, or any suggestions. You know, my first video of this moon was very long. It was over 50 minutes. But I want to teach you the right way. Plus, this is how I do it. You can fast forward it. If you didn't watch the first video, you can look at it. It'll show you how I started it and how I ended when I cut the wire too short. But anyway, okay, that's the back. So we're going to bring it behind, up and over. Now we're going to do our front row. This is where it's going to be a little tricky, but hopefully it'll work. Okay. I'm going to start with a small. And then I'm going to use a medium. And then a bigger one. We'll see how that lands. Where'd the other one go? I missed it. Okay, try it again. Nope, it's on the wire. Okay, I'm gonna put another big one. Not the biggest, but that'll fit. Perfect. If you can see that. Okay. Bring it up. Push, bring it back. Back row. So let's take a look at this now. Front row, back row. We're going to bring it front row, and then back row. This should work because this we ended on the front row, if that makes any sense to you. Front row, this will be the back row, front row, back row, and that's where we'll end it. And if it doesn't fit, move it and make it fit. You can slide this around. So, anyway. We'll start this one with a big bead, and then a medium. I think I'll stick a little one in there. And we need, what do we need here? I can try a medium, and a small. Down, up, back, and this is the back row. This may or may not be our last. Okay, I'm going to slide these a little bit so I can get a little bead in there. Okay, I'm going to do a small, a medium, a bigger bead, and we might need another small. I'm going to try a medium instead. Try a small, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to take them both off and put a bigger bead. Come on now, don't be tricky. There we go. Let's see. I'll keep it. Now, I'm gonna just mess around for 1 minute, because this is the front row, and this is the front row, this is the back row. If I put another one here, I'm gonna have 3 that are front rows. I really don't want to do that, so we're not gonna do that. This is how we're gonna do it. You have it wrapped around twice, right? Like you're supposed to. Bring it down. We're going to end this. And then bring it over. I'll turn it around. Bring it over above your bead. And then bring it down. I don't like on any project to cut a wire and have it, wrap it around and have it sticking out, because it'll catch and you'll ruin your project. Okay, okay, now you have it wrapped around 2 times. Bring it back over. Give yourself a little space. And you're going to cut it. Cut off the tail. And we'll see what I need. Okay. I'm gonna push your wire down under the hoop. You can leave it like that if you want. I don't like to do that. I like to take my pointy tweezers and put them against the hoop. And then squeeze it. Get it to move. There we go. I want it down as far. If I can get it to go around it, it's better. And turn it around. It went around. And now, just going to give it another little push so that it's not catchy. Right now it's catchy. And I have 1 wire right here without beads. Okay, so what we're going to do, yep, I did it again. That's okay. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. I have that wire. I don't know if you can see it. This is a back wire, and there are no beads on it, so we can't have that. No, I hope I don't run short on wire. If I do, I'm going to cry. Let's undo what I carefully tried to... Ah, jeez. Okay, I am going to fix that, but I'm not going to make you watch me fix it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to undo what I did, bead that wire, and end the project. And I will come back and show you both sides of the moon complete. And then we're going to work on our ball. Be back soon.